Fasting is very sweet when you're broke. Because there's no food. When you have everything money can buy, and you fast, then you are waiting. The reason why there's been complaints that our Christianity is not shifting systems is because we are worshippers. That's it. There's no sense of responsibility. Oh Lord, thank you. Even God knows that they can't do much with 1,000 of some of these people gathered. But there are places that He has one person. The kingdom has come. We may be many. The ones who are sendable, they are the embodiment of the kingdom. Why? The laws of the kingdom is perfected in them. The ethics of the kingdom is perfected in them. The might of the kingdom is perfected in them. Everywhere they get to, they extend it and establish it. Have you seen Christians who complain about the environment? That this place is so cool, there's no revival here. Because they don't know kingdom. The environment they are asking for will be hot because some people came. So an environment is not just a place, it can be a person. I want to try to help you understand what power looks like. I said an average person is raised by many compartments of defeated systems, broken systems. What's the first one? Fractured societal system. Number 2, broken family system. Number 3. No, say the way I said it now. Defeated clergies. Pay attention. We will not be trusted. I will not produce quality results if 90% of the people who are coming into pastoring are coming to pastoring because there's no job. The problem with that idea is that if there are people who have jobs in the church, they will make them jobless because of insecurity. You'll be a threat to your pastor because you are doing well, but the pastor still asks for offering. So the problem is our concept and understanding of church. I was speaking to a spiritual daughter of mine in Lagos on Sunday who works as an HR in a powerful organization and has been so busy and has not been able to do many things. So I said, yes. I said, yes, am I supposed to be disappointed in you? You're supposed to be busy. Yes. That's why we're teaching you. Be busy. Do your stuff. Just make sure that you make room for God and serve Him. But you ought to be busy. I was in Lagos and I had many of our pastors and their wives were with me, and I told them, I said, your concept of loyalty is that anytime I'm around, you are around me. I said, that's not my idea of loyalty. You ought to be busy. So that we are not a collection of defeated people. Let me show you the reason why I have to teach this series. When Light Nation started, we had carryovers from other churches that they imported here. One of the first carryover I observed was that they began to call me Papa. And they began to call my wife Mama. So the church size was reducing. Yes, it will reduce. Because the danger of such nomenclature is that your activity on earth is only going to be valid as long as it's fit to within the range of the Papa. You're not permitted to be dynamic, you're not permitted to be anything else but Papa. If you are young, you become so old and then you fizzle out because you are Papa. It was an import from other places. And I've not seen places where they use those names. Maybe if the Papa is already a Papa indeed, they will grow. But when it is usually young Papas, they don't really grow. So I had to put my feet on the ground. Because every time you are building a very intentional structure, people will bring the baggages of their tradition and where they are coming from and infuse it there. Before you know it, the system is hijacked from your hand. And you look at the system you are building and you can't recognize it anymore. That's how powerful organizations die. People bring the baggage of their culture and put it there. So a title-driven pastor will not really do much. That's what is happening here in Africa. You see kings are fighting. Everybody just, it's painful. I'm trying to make sure I don't say anything I regret saying. Because the first thing we are confronting here is a culture that has been established in our life that God didn't put there. I'm saying God is the... Do you see what Paul said? 1 Corinthians 3 from verse 10. So as a wise master builder, I've laid well the foundation, and that build thereupon. So according to the grace, yes. So but everyone should take it. What they are what? Building. If you are building a house, you have to keep going there to check all the time. Because one time the plumber will have a mind of his own. And, oh yes. And then the person who, you just see things and say, but this was not according to the design. So what do? You tear down, you reconstruct, or you amend, you do all those things. Because you don't leave buildings without supervision. It's very important. So, as we are doing what we are doing, one time in our church in Ibadan, I knew there was a problem. Well, I didn't know where the problem was coming from. So God said, you see. So I was preaching. Then I saw that everybody that were trying to enter into the church, that was years ago, the protocol was saying they can't enter. Because apostle is preaching. The reason why when Jesus came, he was not interested in anything else was because nothing else was his purpose than to die. They wanted to make him a king. He was not interested. They wanted to drag him to political matters. He was not interested. But the time came that the body of Jesus was lying on the cross. And there was a need for somebody who was interested to bargain for it. The posture Jesus took when he came is the posture of the sacrificial lamb that came to take away the sin of the world. But in his life, he also showed us that if these things will be possible, there are also other accessories, ministries and combinations that you need. Don't take things out of context. Study the flow of the Bible. We call it the salvific flow of the Bible. There was a time a man called Haman wanted to wipe out the Jews. Okay? And they were going to be killed. So Mordecai sent and called his protege, Esther, and said, I know you've heard about this plot. If you don't do anything about it, it will be wiped out. And then she said she was going to go and pray. They should also pray for her. And then she will go into the king. We've seen cases where the agenda of God could not come to pass unless, that there was an agreement with somebody who has connection to power. Our problem began the moment church to us was just house of worship. Do you understand what I'm saying? We're not just here to worship God. God is a spirit. They that worship him will worship his spirit and in truth. The Father seeketh such. They worship him. So, the devil understands the importance of power.